and I thank you all for joining us for the 228th webinar of our Saturday webinar series hosted by Manitsia. Manitsia stands as a beacon of excellence in agribusiness incubation, operating under the esteemed National Institute of Agriculture Extension Management. With a rich history of nurturing entrepreneurship, our center has been instrumental in guiding 940 entrepreneurs and fostering the growth of over 468 startups across various sectors within the agriculture domain. At Manitsia, we pride ourselves on our comprehensive support system, offering guidance and training to startups in crucial areas such as agro-processing, post-harvest technologies, value addition, farm mechanization, animal husbandry, fishery, dairy, commodity training, supply chain management, and agri consultancy. Our commitment to success of agripreneurs who knows no bounds as we continue to refine their concept and empower them to expand their ventures. Today's webinar is particularly exciting as we delve into the theme of IPR facilitation. So without further delay, I would like to call Priyanka ma'am to introduce our first speaker.
Thank you, Ms. Sona. Good morning, everyone. I'm Priyanka from Team Manage CIA. I'm honored to introduce our first speaker for today's session. Ms. Jyoti is heading IP team at MNC Noida. She holds master degree in organic chemistry. She is IPR mentor in Startup India Ministries of Commerce. She is deputy president in CRMS ME. Also, she is knowledge partner from Ministry of MSME. She is registered patent and trademark consultant SIPP DIPP. She is also technical council member at ASSOCHAM and WICCI. She is also council member National IPR Council, WICCI in association with World Economic Forum. She is having vast years of experience in IPR, patent, and having also good exposure in dealing all domains of IPR like design, copyright, trade markets, etc. With this short introduction, over to ma'am.
Okay, thanks Priyanka. Thanks for nice introduction. So it is my pleasure to have association with you and providing an opportunity to me for sharing my opinion. So can you please start my PPT so that we can introduce accordingly?
Yes, ma'am, we are sharing it.
Okay. So as I'm associated with very long time with MSME startup, and it is my passion to be in IPR profession and patent. So I'm always there to help all the startups in all the field. And being a woman, I am so proud to be like we are celebrating women in agri-startup ecosystem. So it was very pleasure to have this heading because only women are empowering other women. So it is very nice to be on this platform. So I feel like women in IP are also expanding through our association, and through many government schemes are there. Like I am from TIFEC scheme that is for women training into IP, and many platforms are there. So yeah, so introduction is already given by Priyanka, and so I'm a registered patent trademark agent, patent trademark facilitator by DPP, and knowledge partner with Ministry and Ministry of Science and Government of India, Ministry of MSME knowledge partner, and got many awards in IP, more than 100 of awards. And it is my passion to be with IP. So our topic is for today's IP facilitation and innovation. Like I will be mentioning in short, like what is the importance of IPR for agriculture startups, innovators, incubators, entrepreneur and MSMEs, and what is patentable in agriculture, what is non-patentable in agriculture, and for all the women in agri startup, we should take care that what are the government schemes, how we can get benefits for the startups. So next slide, please. Yeah, so this is for my introduction. So I have worked with many associations, got
Hello.
more than 100 of. Am I audible?
Sorry, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, you are audible. Can you on your camera video?
Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
So yeah. So
you're not visible actually.
Now am I visible?
No, ma'am.
Is it better now?
No, ma'am. Okay, can you keep your phone somewhere so it will be like standing right? Like it is shaking actually.
Sonam, it's okay. We can go ahead.
Okay,
Jyoti
ma'am.
ma'am,
Yeah,
please
yeah,
continue.
Okay, okay.
yeah. So please go to next slide. Yeah, so type of intellectual property. So we always hear about IPR, IPR. So what is IP? So it is copyright, trademark, patents, integrated copy circuit, then utility model, plant protection variety, GIs, and industrial designs, trade secret. So this is the one. Next, please. So this all umbrella forms one IPR, which we will be covering in brief. Next, please. Next slide. Yeah, so IPR, these are the guaranteed right. Like if we buy a plot or a property, so first of all, we make its registration. That how we can register it. So in when we have an innovations, we have IP. So we want to have the rights into IP. So that is called intellectual property right. So these are the guaranteed right in IP law for the creator and the inventors. So IP is a intellectual property, anything which is coming from human mind, which we want to have a monetary value, and which we want to protect from imitation or infringement. That this is my noble, my invention. So I will want to have an ownership on this, and I want that it should not be infringed by anyone, should not be stealed my invention. So that is the various umbrella of this aspects come, like patent is there, which is for inventions, trade secret is for anything you want to keep it secret. Copyright is for literacy work. Geographical indication, which is from indication. So we will be covering on these things. So please next slide. Hello.
Ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Next slide, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so innovation and IP is very much interrelated to it. So innovation is like we do the invention, but we when we link it with the commercial value that the customer will pay. So customer will pay you create a value onto that. So that is called the innovation. So there is the two aspect innovation and IPR are linked. Next slide, please. Yeah, so why we do need the innovation? So we see that this is the every company, if you want to be in market. So what is it is a need of our that you should come with new innovation. If the Samsung is coming, so that is the touchpad mobiles are coming, so keypad mobiles are out of market. So if you want to stay in your business, you have to come with new innovations, new improvement. Similar in agriculture with tractor, new equipments are coming. So in agriculture, now we also find numerous of inventions for seed coating and other devices. So innovations and IP are both interrelated, which makes your right and innovation protected. You generate and you protect it as well. Next slide, please. Yeah. So benefit of IPR is for agriculture startups like you, if you want to have in competitive edge is there. So you want to have a competition, you help in maintaining exclusivity over innovation, allowing you to control how and where your technology and product is used. Second is you attract the investment. Investor often look for a startup with a well-protective IP because it increases the potential for profitability and growth. So there is an investment issue, investment factor. There is a competitive edge that you want to keep in market, and there is a revenue generation. Like you, IP asset can be licensed to other or sold, creating additional revenue streams. Then brand recognition through the trademarks is there. That your brand identity with the filing of trademarks, it will help you in agriculture. Next slide, please. Next slide. Yeah, so IPR is for agriculture startup. If we will talk about, so IP rights safeguard inventions, that is a unique process, brand designs, and it allows the startups to capitalize its innovation while preventing others from copying them. So here are some key IPR aspects which are relevant to agriculture. Like in patent we can file, like new farming technologies are coming, machineries are coming, equipments are coming. Then there are the unique plant varieties which will be filed, then newer methods for improving crop yield that can be protected through IP. So a machine that efficiently harvests crop or new generated modified plant is there with enhanced resistance to disease. So these types of techniques, new innovations which are coming. So we have a right that how we can protect it by the IPR. So trademark are there. So trademark is it distinguishes the agriculture startups, goods and services. Copyright is the when we there is a suppose an example is there software application designed to optimize irrigation schedule based on weather patterns or educational material related to modern farming techniques. So duration for copyright is 10 years, and then every year's unlimited we can make it renew. Sorry, this is like for trademark. So trademark we can have it duration for 10 years, and copyright is the for the lifetime or author plus 60 years. So trade secret is the fourth part. So trade secret is a unique proprietary method for growing a specific type of crop or specific fertilizer formula. So duration is unlimited. Then fifth part is protection of plant varieties. So every new breed is there, like a breed of rice with increased resistance to pest is there. So we can protect it through plant varieties, and the duration is usually lasts for 20 to 25 years, and it depends on the country and the type of plant. Then the GI is there, like a specific variety of wine or cheese or coffee that comes from a particular region that has unique qualities because of its origin. So duration is typically last as long as the product maintained its distinct quality and association with the region. So these are the IPR parts which can help you in agriculture startup. Next slide, please. Yeah. So we feel like if we have an agriculture idea like seed is there, wheat grains or anything, so we can have this in patent, then process is there, then data in the database, then the device is there, technologies, these type of new things are coming into our mind. So we can have file a patent. And trademark is for brand logo is there, agriculture logo is there, name of companies are there which are coming day by day in agriculture sector. So we can protect it by trademarks. Then protection of plant variety is there. So that is another umbrella of the part of the this IP. So that is the protection of plant variety. Next slide, please. So there are few challenges in agriculture startups to up in related to IPR. Like everything, we have an idea that we want to file a IP, but there are challenges. Sometimes it is patentable, but sometimes it is non-patentable. So not all innovation in agriculture are patentable, particularly if they involve biological process or like natural organisms. Laws around patents for GMO or patent varieties can also be tricky. And second part is related to cost, like filing and maintaining IPR, especially patents. So that can be costly to people. So this is importantly considerable for a startup with limited resource. Then global varieties in IP laws. So there are different countries have varying rules for IPR. So startup should need to be navigate international protection if they plan to expand. So it is advisable to consult with an IP attorney like me and Suchita, and various attorneys are there in Hyderabad and other jurisdictions. So they can help you to navigate specific IPR options for your agriculture startup and ensure that your innovations are properly protected. Next slide, please. Next, yeah. So there is like a few things. This is for your. We want to have this our knowledge that this is non-patentable in agriculture. So agriculture, certain innovations may not be eligible for patent protection due to specific restrictions and exclusive under patent laws. So these are the example of agriculture inventions or practices that are typically non-patentable. So like first is natural plant or animals example, a natural occurring plant variety or animal breed. So that cannot be patented. However, your innovation ideas are there. So it is not protected, but it has significantly altered or breed through human intervention. So that can be make it patentable. Second, the basic agriculture practice like the conventional technique for planting crop, tilting soil before sowing seeds. So it is not patentable. Third is their law of nature or natural phenomena, like example is discovery of a specific weather pattern or natural process of photosynthesis. So it is not patented. Then abstract idea or theories. So example, a new method of understanding how plant think or an abstract theory of plant growth would not be patentable unless it lead to specific usable technology or process. Fifth is germplasm or traditional plant variety. So plant variety that is ingenious or one that has been traditionally cultivated without modification is not patentable unless it is specifically bred or genetically modified. So when you reach out to us, so you feel that it is patentable, but we let you know that how we can make it patentable or we can protect in another part of IPR. Next slide, please. Yeah, so plant breeding techniques are there in some jurisdiction. Example, hybrid corn created through traditional breeding method may not be patentable, but genetically modified corn might be. Then seventh is human-made plant without novel characteristics. Example, if a plant is merely grown in different environment without any genetical or structural alteration, so it will not be qualified for patent. So it is very important to check these things, like before filing a patent, we need to check that is it patentable or not. So invention based on public domain knowledge, like something haldi is treated for traditional like our pain and other thing. So example, in agriculture product that is made from basic ingredients like water, soil, or crop rotation method that has been used for decade. So it not be considered novel because what you have done, nothing. So it will not be eligible for patenting. So invention that violates morality and the public order, example, a genetically modified organism that poses significant risk to local ecosystem may be excluded from patenting protection in some jurisdiction. Because sometimes the things are against morality or public order, so these are not patentable. Then mere discovery of existing biological material, finding a naturally occurring species of a plant that has been previously unclassified or unstudied. So these types are not patentable. Next. Yeah. So if it is non-patentable, then the question arises to all of us that how we can protect. We have done a lot of labor and lot of efforts on this. So we can go in another branch of our IPR. So if it is not patentable, then we will advise you that your plant variety will be filed by a Protection of Plant Variety Act, so that plant variety will be protected in that area. And sometimes the trade secret is there. So if it is not patentable, then we will be filing it as a trade secret. And fourth part is the trademark is there. So you can unique branding, logo, product name is there. So you can file it through trademark. And geographical indication, that is a unique connection to a specific region that can provide protection through GIs. So these are things. If it is not patentable, we can advise you to protect it other through. If it is patentable, or we can advise you like how it can be protected under IPR. Next slide. Yeah. So geographically, like we have given a link between a place and the which they specify the characteristics, qualities of the product originate from that place. So this is a legal protection which is like boosts the economic prosperity. So next slide. Yeah, so these are familiar example which we are. This is a breakfast time, like Tirupati laddu is there, Assam tea is there, few people Darjeeling tea is there, then basmati rice is there. So and the sari is there, then Kota Doria sari is there, then Kullu sol is there. So these are all are the GI protected products. So we can have them protected under GI. So they represent their geography where they are have been originated. Next slide, please. Yeah, copyright. So copyright is for literacy work. Like if I have written a novel, I have written a scientific article about the plant breeding, and there is a variety, there are the innovation, drama, movies, poetry, software, code is there, architecture, news, anything I have written. So these are for the copyright. So these are for the example I have given, the software application designed to optimize irrigation schedule based on weather pattern or educational material related to modern farming techniques, or any written material, software, anything related to agriculture, manual, it can be agriculture manual, it can be instructional video, software for farm management. So these we can protect under copyright. Next slide. Yeah. So how patent information can be helpful for us? Like it can provide you a technical information if I want to have anything innovation in agriculture, so I can read out the information technically. Then how I can have the business advantage, like our CEO of our company, as I was in-house. So they were just having these patents and getting this very important data, which are on my next slide. Next slide, please. Yeah, so these type of output of analysis through the graph, who is the major assignee, in which part of world I will get that seed strain, what type of data. So this type of graphs are very fascinating, which we derive from the patent literature only. Next slide. Yeah, so these are the top assignees I have given. This information I have taken only from the patent. So you can also take this information from your patents only. Next slide. Yeah, so this is year-wise patent filing. Like if I want to see my innovation is increasing this area or decreasing. So we can see that with the number of years, the technology is increasing. So I can work on this, or if I want to have innovation or anything, so I should find a white space analysis, white space area where no one is working. So that is the strategic decision which we get from the patent. Next slide. So there is an important search advantage in R&D and the agriculture innovation, that first of all, if I click an idea into agriculture, so I should conduct a patent search. So these are few free databases and the paid databases on which we can, all of us, we can find the patent search, how much is invented and how much R&D is done. So patent gives us this idea, and it will save us our time, that we will not reinventing the wheel, and we know that this is the R&D coming into that area. Next slide. Yeah, so IPR for startup, there are the government schemes like SIPP scheme is there, which is came into National IP Policy 2016. So like I am the IPR facilitator, and a few people are appointed by this scheme, in which they, only the nominal fee is for patent filing. I guess it is for startup, it is 1,600 only, the government fee. Rest the professional fee can be charged. So it is like 10,000 is fixed as a professional fee by the government of India. So we can make its reimbursement. We will not take anything from you, only the government fee you have to charge, and then it is the reimbursed from the government of India. So it is like a start to end array of service, all type of services, like from general advice, we will provide you advice, then assignment and drafting complete, then provisional, then we will file your patent and patent office, preparing filing, response to examination report, then hearing, all things we will be taking care here. Next slide. Hello.
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
I cannot see your next slide. Just a minute. Yeah. So next slide. Yeah. So in conclusion, we can see that there is a government is promoting our move. The government, when they have come, so they are promoting startup, MSMEs, incubators. They promote you to file patent, and there are numerous of award by Ministry of Commerce. I also visited that, and I was in judges panel of that. That we were judges in the award. So many startup, innovator, agriculture bodies, so they were also got award. And there are few things that risk of infringement, it will not be there if the novel inventions you are inventing something, so it will not be infringed, because it will cause a huge loss. So you will not have that loss. So there is a SIPP scheme that is there. So you should be promoting, and there is a cash prices bilateral market seminar in Israel is there. So there is an opportunity to pilot with the leading partner in India. So there are lots of scope and the government initiatives. So, and the startup you have to register through in the startup certificate through the government. They issue you a certificate through which you can avail a discount and avail this under this scheme SIPP, and have this advantages into like IPR filing discounts and other things. So IPR filing by startup is, I guess, 50% has been increasing every year as compared. So this is very fabulous that I think this is over. Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your valuable presentation. And where we talked about benefit of IPR for agriculture startup, IPR for agriculture startups, innovation, unique process, brand and design, patent, trademark, copyrights, trade secrets, and plant variety protection. And we also talked about geographical indication, challenges in agriculture startups, and the non-patentable in agriculture and alternatives to patents. And we also talked about government schemes there. So thank you so much. And I request participants to keep their question in chat box so that we can take your questions after second speaker's presentation. So without further delay, I would like to call my colleague Gina Paul to introduce our second speaker. Gina, hello. Gina, can you hear me?
Yes. Hi all. I'm Gina from Team Manage CAA. I'm honored to introduce today's second speaker, Ms. Sujita Shah. Sujita is working as a senior manager patent in Ennoble IP. She has more than 14 years of experience in providing specialized patent support services, specifically focusing on patent searches. Sujita is well versed in novelty search, patentability search, FTO search, clearance search, landscape analysis, state-of-art search, validity, invalidity searches, sequence searches, sequence listing, chemical structure searches, and searches in biomedical domain. She has thorough knowledge of all the free and paid databases, including STN and SciFinder. She has done her master's in biotechnology from Banasali Vidyapeeth, Rajasthan. Apart from this, she is pursuing law from Rajasthan University. She was selected by Government of India for training in field of patents and IPR related matters in collaboration with Japan Patent Office. From this, I welcome ma'am and over to you, ma'am, for the session.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Jyoti ma'am, for the wonderful presentation. So I'm just sharing my screen. Just give me 1 minute. Actually, you need to make me a presenter for sharing my screen.
We gave
Yes,
the
ma'am.
access, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. I'm just sharing my screen. Okay, can you see my slides?
Yes, ma'am. It is visible.
Okay. Just give me 1 minute. I'm just yeah. So now you have got the idea about what is patentable and what is non-patentable in the agriculture field. So you might be thinking that, okay, I have an invention and I need to patent it. So how this can work, where I should go, and what are the procedures for the patenting some idea or some kind of an invention which you have. So here comes the Ennoble IP and the other aspects of the intellectual property, which is basically the searching aspect, how we can search, what is the prior art, what is the market analysis, what is the freedom to operate. So I am Shuchita and I'm working as a senior manager in the Ennoble IP. Here I can guide you that how you can means how you can protect your idea, protect your IPR by helping Ennoble IP can help you. Okay. So Jyoti ma'am has given you idea about that what are patentable and what are non-patentable. So these are kinds of the patents, trademark rights, design rights. These require actually the filing in the government office or the patent office. And what are the benefits which we get from this? The exclusive right, the competitive advantages, as well as it helps in the revenue generation. The most important aspect of having the IPR right, which helps in the revenue generation for the startups also, for the MSME also, and for an individual inventor also. Coming to my next slide, where Ennoble IP can help you. So you have an idea, okay, and you want to patent it. So there might be a certain challenges you might be facing, that okay, where I should go, whom I should contact, and what actually I can do for patenting my invention. So there are certain kinds of a service aspects. First is the patentability or the novelty search. So what is actually the patentability or the prior art search? The prior art search is like that: if you have some idea in your mind and you want to know that okay, whether it's patentable or not patentable. So there are certain guidelines by the government of India, the patent office, that okay, these kinds of inventions are patentable and these kinds of inventions are non-patentable. So now you qualify for the patentable invention. You come to us, you go, okay ma'am, I have this idea and I need to patent my invention. So where I can help you, we will provide you a brief comprehensive research data, the prior art search analytical data, in which we will be providing you the literature as well as the non-patent literature, which will give you the idea about that okay, these means my invention is novel or not novel. Here comes the means the idea about the novelty. Novelty means that your invention is not disclosed anywhere in the world, and it is a new idea which you have generated. So if your idea is new and in the while running in the different kinds of a databases, different kinds of a literature and the non-literature databases, I can give you, or the Ennoble IP can give you the data that okay, your invention is novel, and these kind of ideas are basically not at all published in any country, in any jurisdiction. So you can go for the patent. The same kind of a searching is done by the patent office also. But before filing your invention to the patent office, you might be become, you will be 100% sure that okay, my invention is basically very good and it's a novel, and there will be no opposition, there will be no rejection from the patent office. So here comes the prior art idea or the patentability searches, which you can also refer as the novelty searches. Okay, so Ennoble IP can help you in hello, uh, am I audible to you, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Yes, I think someone's
Your
speaker is on. Yeah, so it's
yes,
echoing.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so it's like that, the idea about the freedom patentability searches. So it's in a graphical representation. If you do have an idea, it should be a novel, the invention must have the industrial application, and it should be non-obvious to a person who is specifically skilled in this art. So these are the basically three criteria which help you in making, which help your invention in making patentable. And these are the law, the patent law, the patent act, which is governed by the patent office. Okay, if we see that okay, your idea is new, by searching it into the patent literature and the non-patent literatures, including different kinds of a paid as well as the non-paid databases, then if we think that okay, your idea is novel, then we go for filing the your invention. Okay, the idea found able, it can be, it is applicable for a patent invention, patent application, and we can file it into the patent office. If anyhow we think that okay, your idea doesn't qualify, it means it is not eligible for the patentability or it's not novel, then where we can help, we can help you in modifying your idea. We do have we do have a people, we do have a means the person who can assist you in modifying your idea. In by working with you, by sitting with you, they can guide you that okay ma'am, this can be patentable, so you can mold your idea like this, and then we can help you in making your invention patentable, and then we can file your invention. So this is the first step when you go for filing any kind of a invention or the idea. Okay, the second comes the freedom to operate search. Okay, listen, if your idea is patented and if you means the product is patented, okay, and you want to launch your product into the market, okay, so you want to see that okay, whether I am infringing someone else's patent, or someone means I can easily file, easily means launch my product, or whether I'll be infringing someone else's product or the patent. So here comes the different kinds of a search, which is known as a freedom to operate search. Basically, it's a clearance search, which give you the idea, okay, that your invention, your product will not gonna infringe, and you will be clear from the suite. Means if anyone will file, means if anyone will come beyond you that okay, you have just means chosen my idea and you have launched your product. So to get from that, to get away from that, here comes the freedom to operate search. So here the freedom to operate, what we do have your product, we do have your key features with us, and we will analyze all the patent literature in the paid databases, and we will give you the idea that okay, these means you are easy, you are go to go for launching your product into the market, and there will be no infringing action, no suit will be gonna come which will which will damage your reputation or which will damage your product into the market. So you are free to launch your product. This is basically a jurisdiction specific area, means service in which you can choose your area by where you can launch. Jurisdiction here means that whether you want to launch it in India, whether you want to launch it in China or the US, you can just study about the market that okay, I want to launch this product in this jurisdiction, so I need to have the idea about that, whether I'm going to infringe someone else's patent or not. So this service can help you guide like this. So here I have a brief idea
Sorry
about
to
the.
interrupt. Sorry to interrupt you, ma'am. Can you please make it as a slideshow?
Okay, just give me 1 minute. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
now
ma'am.
it's
Thank you, ma'am.
done. Huh? Yeah.
Yes, yes,
So
yes, ma'am.
what
Thank you.
is the freedom to operate search, or basically it's in a layman language, it's known as a patent clearance search, where you have the ability to okay, just launch your product into the market without getting frightened from someone else's patent. So how we can help you? We can help you by assessing your invention domain, where it stands. We can give you the data about the patent literature, that which patent, if you're gonna launch your product into the market, then it will gonna infringe someone else's patent. So we will give you a detailed tabular formulation of that okay, these features are present and these are not present, so you can easily launch your product in the market. No one will come and sue you for launching your product. The legal status, which is basically that what are the patents get expired, what is in the abandoned phase. So all the technicality of a one freedom to operate search will be providing you. What will be the benefit? The benefit will that the reduced litigation risk, which I already informed you. Informed product design, strategic market entry. If you want to enter into some country's market, then it will give you a brief detail about area that where you can market your product without any infringement. Enhance market confidence and licensing opportunities. So how the licensing opportunities comes into the action? If you think that okay, if you are launching a product into the market and you think that I am infringing someone else's patent, so what you will do, you will go to that inventor or that company and you will show your product to them that okay, these I have this product and I have some superior means features into this, but somehow I'll be infringing your product. So why not we and you just go and license our product? I want to launch the product and just have a collaboration with you. So this will give you a better licensing opportunity. Better licensing opportunity means better monetization of your product, better revenue generation. All this will help you by assessing the freedom to operate searches. Okay, so now comes the landscape search or the white space. So this is basically this is for the research people, for the doctorate or for the PhD people. If they are having some kind, they're working in a lab and they want to know that okay, where my invention now stands, okay, and where others invention now stand, and what are the particular means invention, particular work is going around it. For example, if I'm in the market, I am about to launch a biodegradable scrub pad. Okay, it's a biodegradable scrub pad. So in a biodegradable, I am using potato. I'm quoting an example. I am using a potato peel. I am using a rice husk, and I am using a neem powder. Neem powder. So okay, so I am about to launch this product, but I am not getting idea that okay, apart from this, what else people are using in the market, where I can actually work and where it can help me in generating my revenue, generating my IP. So how we can provide you, how we can help you, we can give you a brief idea about the landscape and the whitescape study. This is basically a means analysis of a gray area where you can work. So if you have these three composition and someone else is working on adding a parali or the waste of rice husk into that, and for that the bioscrubber pad is working very good. So how you can do, so you can go, you can analyze that, okay, rice husk has this much field, this much area, people are working in the rice husk, and some, and after the analyzing the patent, you have the idea that, okay, there is a gray area where people are not at all working in a yam seed or the yam extract or the yam means sweet potato peel. So you can do that, okay, if I can add the sweet potato peel into my bioscrubber pad, then it will be a new idea, new means the modification will be there. So this is actually the landscape or the whitescape study works, in which we will giving you a brief idea about the gray area of your subject of interest. If you're working in a biodegradable scrub pad, then we will give you the idea about that, okay, you can work on here. If you're about to launch a formulation for the pesticides, we can give you that, okay, these formulations are present, these are not at all present. If you are working in some kind of a device, then we can give you that, okay, the device features is that. If you're working on some kind of a drone or something like where the drone is just spraying the seeds and something like that into the field, so we can give you that, okay, drone is there, but you can combine the drone to the artificial intelligence or something like that, which can be more advanced technology. Here you can work. So this is basically the landscape analysis. So the landscape analysis works like this. We are able to analyze the patent literatures as well as the non-patent literatures which is published in this domain, market research, and the competitive landscape. So what is the competitive landscape? If in agriculture field, I'm just giving you an example. If 3M is working in some kind of a biodegradable scrub pad, and that time also, mm, for example, Syngenta comes into the action. Okay, 3M is making some kind of a seeds and something like that in the biodegradable scrub pad, and Syngenta also comes like this. And apart from Syngenta, some government organization is also working in this field, and some individual workers are also working in this field. So you have the total idea about that, what else, which competitor is actually working in this field and what kind of a work they are doing. So by analyzing this kind of a landscape or the white space study report, you will be having the brief or the comprehensive idea about each and everything. Who are the competitors working, who are the inventors working, what kind of work they are doing, what kinds of invention they have published. All these benefits will be getting you by having the landscape or the white space study. So basically it's like that. It will help you in identifying the potential market also. So, for example, if some kind of a trend is coming that, okay, in the US people are working just like your product only, and in the China or in the Japan there is no work still going in there in which you can work. So you can easily focus into the Chinese market or the Japanese market, and you can launch your product and you can have the patent also, since the patent is a jurisdiction, means the jurisdiction specific, right? So you can go for patent for there also. So it helps into the research area. Basically it's for the research people and the individual inventors also. Okay, so this kind of a graphical representation of a trends we will be providing. For example, you can see the assignee, DuPont is there, Siemens is there. So in the 2017, they haven't worked in any field, so there will be no data. This kind of a heat map will be providing you that, okay, and this is a totally formula generated, totally a manual analysis for each and every patent. Near about 10,000 patent we use to manual analysis, and then we generate the data. So these are the filing trends data, how people are working, in which year they are filing, in which year the filing is slumped. This is whole at all will be in according to your field only and no other fields. Okay, if it's in a biodegradable scrub pad, then it will be for a biodegradable. It will, if it's for a seed coating application, then it will be a seed coating application only. The whole trend will be like this. Now coming the technology scouting, this is a very interesting area. If an inventor has developed a problem, means a solution for a problem, okay, then he can go for the licensing of that. For example, I can say that solar heater collector. I'm just giving you an example in some different field, but you can correlate with it. A solar collector cell is present into the market, okay, but that solar collector cell, which is helping in the agriculture field, it doesn't work means into a low light intensity or low shift of the wavelength is there, or the light is there, or when the sunrise is there, okay. So an inventor has worked that, okay, I have a solution for this. I have just tilted the panel so that when the light will be come, then it will be reflected to all the area, but just by tilting the panel, okay. So there was a problem in the market, and there is a solution for that. You have already patented your that solution. You can just we can just give you the idea that, okay, these are the companies who are actually looking for these kinds of invention, these kinds of a problem solution. So you have the patent. We will align you we will give you a brief idea about all that invention, all the companies there who are working in India as well as in the other jurisdiction also. And from there you can have the idea that, okay, these companies are working in this, these companies are, so you can go for the licensing agreement and can generate the revenue from that. So like this, the technology scouting works. So you can see there are lots of recent trends in the agriculture domain, such as the crop science, tissue culture, genomic preservation, sustainable solution. This is a very in domain where the people are filing the invention, they're protecting their ideas. Precision farming, which is an AI based invention. In India, the AI based invention, according to the software, is patentable, means if you have the hardware. But in the foreign also it is patentable, or in the US jurisdiction. Vertical farming, people are patenting for this also. Media based system, nutrient film technology. So these are the recent agriculture trend where people are working. So IPR, we will help you in giving the current market trends, sustainable innovation, market technologies, and what are the remedies also. If you are not getting any kind of patentable invention, we can help you in that also. So now coming to this, so this was the second aspect of the what Jyoti ma'am has mentioned you, the patentable and the non-patentable type of invention. And this was related to the other aspect of the IPR, in which I was giving you the idea about how you can patent and how patent can help you for generating the revenue. Okay. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am, for the lovely presentation where we talked about protection of idea and IPR, how Innovable can help us in patentability, novelty, validation, and freedom of operate such. And with lovely examples, thank you so much for the lovely presentation. Thank you, ma'am. Now I request participants to raise their hand so we can unmute them, or you can use chat box to ask questions to our speakers. Participants can ask questions.
Hello. Uh,
Hello. Yes, Gina.
They have asked, please elaborate
So
on
we have a
PVP.
question to Jyoti ma'am. How to get IPR protection in USA?
USA. So there are the two provisions for getting protection in USA. Like if you want, I'm talking about the patents. So there are IPR protection divided into patent, trademark, copyright, designs,
Yes,
each and
ma'am.
everything. So if suppose I am taking it like you want to file a patent in USA, so first there are two ways. Either you file patent in India and
Hello.
then you wait for some time, 6 weeks here, or you take a controller permission from Indian Patent Office, because this is as per rule. And then you can, if you do not want to file a patent in India, then you can take the permission from Indian Patent Office, and then you can file the patent in US Patent Office. From as an Indian resident, if you are residing in India, then you have to follow these permissions for prior filing USA. And there is a invention disclosure form we can submit. We will be asking your queries like how the invention you have done, what was the title, abstract. We will be asking you few queries. You will be telling us that these are the claims, these are the novel feature, these are the inventions. So we will check that is it patentable or not, or otherwise we will advise you that how we can make it patentable. Then we can file and we can provide you assistance through our agents are there who can help you and me to file patent in US. Hi, hello.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah. So yes, yes. Okay.
Yes, there is one more question from Dhananjay. Please elaborate on PVP.
Yeah. So PVP is basically plant protection variety. Like breeders are coming with new plant varieties nowadays, and it is not possible to file patent. So this is under branch of another branch of IPR, that is the plant protection variety. So you come with a variety. We will be asking you few questions. That is a questionnaire, that how you improve that variety, how you how much effort you have done, and there is a definite questionnaire. So we will be helping you out in filing the plant variety protection.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. And there is a one more question from Jaspal Singh. He's asking, do you also support in startup registration?
Definitely. We can guide you. There is a, you can also Google the form. There is a startup registration form that you can have a certificate that is very beneficial, but not for IPR, but for other schemes in the government. You can have rebate, you can have tax benefit, and many advantages. So you can also type on Google that startup registration, or you can have my email address. I can guide you. I can help. You can WhatsApp me, so I can provide you the link here. So that is a startup registration, DIPP. You can type there. So it will give you a portal. You have to give your other details, like, yeah, what is your company registration time. There are few conditions you have to fulfill in that you are complying with the startup, that it should not be very old, like not if it is before 10 years, 20 years, so it will not be eligible. So there are few criteria, like in there is a crore, there is a function, how much is your earning. If you qualify for that, then you are definitely eligible, and that is very fast procedure. You get a certificate within a week.
Thank you, ma'am. And there is a one more question from Sarad Pant. Is there any centralized website of government where we can check what I invented is already patented?
You invented is already patented, like you should know that. Okay, so like you want to see is anyone else has filed a patent or not. So I have given you on my slide like a free databases are there, so you can note down that USPTO site is there, then IP India website is there. So Priyanka, you can also share that slide with the student or who are the incubators they are interested. The USPTO site was there. Then there was a slide, three databases. WIPO site is there. ep.spacenet is there. So, and even on Google patent, you can type everything you can type on Google. So you type Google patent. So if anyone has filed the patent, it will be clicked on there. That yes, the people have filed these patents. So you can come with your idea. You can invent and modify that, and then you can file a patent.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. And there is one more question from Dhananjay. If some government assist financially from US patent. Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
Hello.
Can you hear
Yes,
me?
yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Okay. I think this question is for Jyoti, ma'am. If someone some government assist financially from US patent?
Actually, you have to elaborate. I didn't get this. Like government,
Actually, yes,
India,
ma'am.
है ना? Actually, India government will not assist you financially for filing patent outside in India. India will promote you to file Indian economy and Indian innovation here. Like Modi government will pay you for India only. So how this can we ask the question who is asking this? What is the exactly question so that I
Okay,
can guide?
okay. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
because government,
If
Indian government
Dhananjay,
schemes are for Indian government schemes are only for Indians. So there
okay,
is no government assistant to file outside India.
okay. If Dhananjay is here, he can ask his question directly to
I
ma'am.
guess
We
this
can
is
unmute
from
him.
Sarad
Yes,
Pan
ma'am.
in chat.
Okay, then. Okay. If Sharad Pant wants to talk to ma'am, we can
Yeah,
unmute him.
yeah. Like I have answered that India will give you assistance for filing patent in India itself, and outside India you have to sponsor like from private institute, from MNC, like my MNC was there, so they were giving the assistance, or you have to provide from yourself only.
Yes, ma'am. And there is a one more question from Bimla Kumari. She's asking
Yes,
any
yes.
job-oriented training in IPR for agriculture professional who wants to change career from academic to industry.
Yeah, definitely. Like my junior Suchita is there, so she is there from a well-known scheme, and I am also from the scheme. There is a Kiran IPR scheme. This is for only women, so who have their breaks in career and they want to have training in job oriented. So this is a very good scheme, Rashtrapati awarded scheme. So from the TIFAC it is run, so you can explore this. And there are many trainings in IPR you can have. Like this is not for only agriculture professionals, but all the women who are who have oriented to have an IPR course, so they can go through that. So you do not need to pay anything. They will pay you stipend if you qualify for that exam. And there are other paid as well if you want to pay fee from the IGNU, from the IIT Kharagpur, and many ones. So you can explore them from FICCI, they conduct courses. So there are like IP has grown a lot. So there are a lot
There's
of
a
courses in IP.
Jyoti ma'am, there's a BCIL program also, Biotech
Yes, yes,
Consortium
yes,
of
yes,
India Limited.
yes,
They're also
yes,
giving
yes,
a platform for means the
definitely.
person who are
Yeah,
going to join the IPR industries. And the
yes,
women
yes. So
scientist scheme is very good for the women who have
yes,
a
yes,
career break after the maternity or after the marriage. So they can easily apply for the women scientist scheme. And this is a very
yeah,
wonderful scheme. Me and Jyoti ma'am both are
yes, yes.
from that scheme only.
Yeah. And if you want to
Thank you.
learn in agriculture, so they have placement in ICR, Indian
ICAR.
Agriculture Institute, yeah, NCL, and many institute. They will place you in agriculture if you have interested after doing that IP training. If you are into agriculture, so they can provide you and facilitate to agriculture as well.
They will
They will
pay
link.
you. Yeah,
Yes, yes,
35,000
yeah,
is the stipend for the PhD scholar. I think 45
yes,
is for
yes,
the PhD scholars. Yeah.
yeah. That is very nice.
Th-
So
Thank you so much,
it's
ma'am.
on you. Like yeah,
Yes, ma'am. I want to request you both that can you switch on your camera so we can take some
Yeah,
photos.
ma'am, sure.
yeah. Sure. Just a minute. I will try.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. There is a one more question we'll take from Srishti Mishra. She is asking if an Indian product like Jaggery, Kandasari is exported, how can it be protected through a patent or trademark?
I think jaggery and khansari means it's a naturally occurring product, so you can't patent or you can't trademark it. Okay, means Indian patent law prohibit for patenting a naturally occurring, means naturally available substance into the market. So jaggery is a very common product which is used in every Indian household. So it's not possible to for patent that. For example, the neem case you already know, the Ajarathica indica, it was not at all patentable. The basmati rice, because it's a common word, so the government awarded the GI for that. But jaggery and or khansari will not be patentable. But if you can modify, if you can make some product by using a jaggery, and for that product you have some enhanced efficacy data available for that, then you can patent it. Okay. Means you can't go and patent haldi, and you can't go and patent turmeric or jaggery like that. It's not under the Patent Act.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. I would like to thank you both of the speaker. Now
I have one
it is
question.
time to.
Yeah,
Yes,
just
ma'am.
give me
Yes,
1
ma'am.
minute. Uh,
Yes, ma'am.
Gina has asked me that whether the patent clearance search is done within the patent data within the country. This totally depends upon you. It's a jurisdiction specific. If you want to go for a country, means Indian jurisdiction, then you can go for the Indian one. If you want to go for the US and India, then you can select the US and the India. It totally depends upon you only. How you can go for the patent clearance searches, where you want to launch actually your market.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. And now it is time to wrap up today's session. If you have any further queries, you can contact our speakers. Their details are mentioned in the chat box. Also, if you miss any important information, you can watch this webinar on our YouTube channel, and also stay tuned to our social media handles for more such content and information. On that note, we will end the session, and I would like to express my sincere gratitude to our speakers, participants, and who joined us today, and also to our director, Dr. Sarvanan Raj sir, whose ideas and support have made this 228th webinar possible, and also my team to organize this webinar successfully. And do not forget to give feedback of this webinar. The link is shared in the chat box, and do not forget to register for upcoming webinars, and see you next week with an exciting topic. Thank you so much, Jyoti ma'am and Suchita ma'am. Thank you so much. Nice having you here. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Sonam.
Thanks to
Thank
all
you.
of you. It was very nice and interactive session, and we
Thank you.
appreciate your this work in IPR. Yeah, thank you.
Madam, Jyoti Madam,
Thank you so
Chitra Madam, thank you very much for joining today. Nice to see
Thank you,
you.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Nice to
It
listen
is
to you.
our pleasure, sir. To yes, sir.
Thank you,
It is
madam.
our
Thank you
pleasure
very
to
much.
be here, sir. Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
thank you very much. It's nice.
Thank
Yeah.
you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank
Hello,
you.
everyone.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Hello,
Aravind,
everyone.
something you want to
Actually,
tell?
yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
go
Hello,
sir.
ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Arvind, you can
Uh,
say. Arvind, you can say.
Yes, so I can understand like you all joined this session, so I can understand like you are all interested in Agri-Startup. So for that, like Manage CI is providing one program, interesting program that is called Pre-Incubation Mentoring Program. This is a 22 days online program where we will provide mentorship as well as hand-on-hand experience to the participant. It will start from 1 March, and the registration already out. You can join our program through visiting our Manage CIA website. It is a paid program. The fee is 5,000 rupees. So last date is 28 February. So if you are really interested in Agri Startup and you want to join this journey, you can join this program. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Arvind. Now, I think we can wrap up the session now.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.